powered by Reviting, streaming from the Reviting Digital Studio. It's the David Daily. Exploring frontier technology, artificial intelligence, quantum innovation, and the intersection of faith, funding, and the future. Here's your host, David Goki.
That's right. Welcome to 2026, everybody. We're live here on the David Daily, yet another show episode. Guys, today, global markets are opening the year prioritizing AI durability over hype. Capital continues flowing towards compute, energy infrastructure, and data ownership. Enterprise budgets lock in AI agents, automation, and security as core operating layers. Investors shift from growth at all costs to profitability, cash flow, and capital efficiency. Corporate venture arms favor strategic acquisitions over speculative bets. Health tech and AI-powered biotech show resilience and macro uncertainty. What's up, Minnesota Vibes 21? Good to see you. Lisa, good to see you. Faith-driven leadership gains momentum in AI ethics and governance conversations. Stewardship, transparency, and others are key faith topics, especially around governance conversations and human-centered design, reshaping technology adoption and the occurrence of technology in the workplace. Of course, agentic AI moves from experimentation to production inside enterprises. We had a year of experimentation. Armani228, good to see you. Fakira, thank you so much. And that is quantum computing advances quietly through research-driven breakthroughs. Energy-efficient data centers and sovereign infrastructure rise in importance, and regulators balance innovation with accountability as autonomy increases. Founders enter 2026 focused on building and executing and creating long-term trust with their customers, and markets are signaling a disciplined year ahead built on alignment of capital and conversation, including technology and purpose. And with that, we'll take a quick intermission. This year is a brand new year. Global markets are entering the markets focused on AI durability and not hype. Capital concerns around compute, energy, and data ownership. Faith-driven leadership gains relevance in AI governance debates, and investors are prioritizing profitability, stewardship, and long-term trust. 2026 begins as a year focused on discipline, alignment, and execution. Welcome to the Faith, Funding, and Future Tech show. This is a daily live show and podcast. It's a live stream where we focus on all the latest news and all the latest updates in the faith world, in the funding world, and in future technology. So if you're tuning in for the first time, go ahead and drop a comment below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I see folks from all over. I see the Leader Lab has joined. Welcome to the Leader Lab. I see Dukas 2030. Thank you for joining. We've got Precious as well as others joining on the live stream. It's so good to have you here. So today what we're going to focus on are 5 key funding updates for the beginning of the year. And that starts with our funding news where AI capital discipline begins. So now we talked yesterday about AI capital being a very important aspect of the markets, where over 200 billion has been invested in just AI capital alone. That is a very big number. AI capital is a very big number of 202.3 billion was the number that came out for 2025. That's right, 202.3 billion invested in AI in venture capital funding and angels in 2025. What a big number. That is a huge number. It's a number that we're very interested in. We actually looked at this as well. And so as this capital discipline begins, we see that these mega rounds are slowing, but infrastructure foundation models and applied enterprise AI remain funded as investors are demanding clear revenue paths. Investors are demanding clear revenue paths for that big bunch of AI funding that came in last year. We see that actually even more so, we're seeing that from a New Year's perspective, we've got a lot of funding that's happening. I see one of one joining in the chat. I see Jacinto Sari. I see Agri. I see Crisel. I see Flaquita from Argentina. And Obi, good job. We got lots of folks in here. Thank you so much. It is 2026. Welcome to the brand new year. Happy New Year. If you're here for the first time, thank you. It's so great to have you. You are watching the David Daily Show, talking about funding, faith, and future tech. It is a happy new year for us here in 2026. Hopefully you brought in the new year with sleep or with salutations to your friends, to your family, maybe eating some good food, grabbing a good drink. Hopefully you had a brand new year, which is so good. So as we think about the future of funding in this year, it's going to be interesting to see how the markets react. I'm just going to make a big, bold statement and say that actually I think enterprise budgets are locking in, right? CIOs finalize their 2026 spend at the beginning of the year, focusing in on automation, co-pilots, and internal AI agents. Vendor consolidation is accelerating underneath the concepts and vendors who are producing. Organizations are finding cost optimizations by consolidating with vendors. And in the big enterprise, we actually see that enterprises are doing a lot more to consolidate that vendor spend. In fact, in other news, we also see that health tech and AI resilience is also on the strong upward trend. Healthcare, AI-driven diagnostics, workflow automation, and preventative care attract steady capital despite macro uncertainty. Isn't that right? We see some user 819 joining. Thank you so much. I see Agri. I see other folks as well. Good to see you, Eileen, on the feed, as well as others across major platforms. We're live streaming every day, talking about faith, funding, and the future of technology. Happy New Year, everybody. How is your new year going? It's so great to have you here. I see some folks in the comments. Matthew and Audrey, thank you for joining. Love to see that you're joining on the feed. It's so good to have you here on the show. And so we have to ask ourselves, well, what is going to be happening in this new year when it comes to funding? We know that corporate venture funding, so that means venture funding inside the corporation, is actually going to a strategic prioritization and rebalance. What does that mean? It means that corporations are strategically prioritizing acquisitions and minority stakes over speculative growth bets. We saw that specifically with Meta, who just recently actually acquired Manus. If you didn't see that, we had Manus get acquired, and what was super interesting about Manus getting acquired just this week is that now, you know what, not Elon, but Mark Zuckerberg is wanting to really lean in with his focus on Manus getting acquired. We saw that Manus is an AI operating system. And that AI operating system is actually moving very fast and very strong. And as a result, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the corporate market. So I see Akhtar Wali joining. I see many folks joining, which is great. 111,000 followers. That's awesome. Good to have you here on the show. This is a live show, so please interact with the live stream. And if you're watching this later, feel free to interact with this in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. We would love to see you on the show. But please hold from this quick segment video. And that's exactly right. Early stage funding gets selective. We're seeing that now angels and micro funds back founders with domain expertise, distribution, and capital efficiency. What's up, Brian? Good to have you here in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. We've got lots of folks in the chat as well on this live stream. What's up? Victory is mine 2024. Good to see you. So angels are prioritizing founder market fit and proof of distribution. We're looking and seeing that capital efficiency over blitz scaling. We want to see how efficient are we in these corporate markets. And especially in early stage startups, is there a similar and smaller check with a higher conviction rate? Meaning we're very strong and very convicted. King Greek, good to see you. Pretty Lord, good to see you. Tali SQ, we got JR Live Associates and Shazi with a heart and butterfly. We've got our Royals, King Greek in the comments. Thank you so much. Victory in mind. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year. Welcome to the David Daily Show, where we talk about faith, funding, and future tech on the show. And we're very excited here to be talking about early stage funding, getting selective. If you're thinking about raising a check or getting funding, Jay Cooper, good to see you. Fuang V, good to see you as well. We've got a big, strong audience this morning in this brand new year as we are going strong on David Daily Live. And now those are our future funding topics. We'll be right back after this quick soundbite coming to you soon. Welcome back to Faith, Funding, and Future Tech with David J. Goki. We've got the claps going strong and the cheers. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. It's wonderful to be here. So what we're going to talk about next is our faith topics. We have some faith topics for today, specifically around stewardship over speed. So faith-based leaders are emphasizing responsibility, transparency, and human dignity in AI deployment. We see that ethical AI becomes operational. Governance moves from principles to real policies around data use, bias, and accountability. And in addition to that, we see that purpose-driven companies are winning trust. DB, thank you for leaning in. Love to see you on the live stream. It's so great to have you here. And thank you for all those who are tuning in. Also, human-centered automation, faith perspective, influence how AI augments rather than places or replaces meaning. We see that AI is no longer replacing meaning, but it's simply augmenting it. And that leadership character actually is a financial moat for these businesses and companies that care about AI. Integrity, clarity, and moral consistency is incredibly important as consistency emerges as a competitive advantage. Did you hear that? Consistency is a competitive advantage. Daniel and Going Ghost, welcome to the feed. Tap in, say hello. Good to see you as well. We're going to get into future tech after this quick segment. Future tech topics on the David Daily. Agentic AI is going mainstream. If you are not focused on agentic AI or quantum, autonomous agents are handling research, operations, and customer workflows inside enterprises. And of course, compute and energy arms race is the next topic. We see compute and energy being an arms race. In fact, AI infrastructure ties directly to power generation and cooling and geopolitical strategy, which is kind of crazy. Quantum progress, less hype, more research-driven breakthroughs in error correction and hybrid systems. Healthcare automation also is scaling as AI reduces admin burdens, improving diagnostics and supporting clinical at scale. Both clinicians, doctors, service members, nurses. We're talking about anesthesiologists and labor care delivery specialists. We're talking about bedside nurses and nurse navigators are all feeling the impact of healthcare automation as we scale into 2026. Abigail Smith, good to see you here. We see Victory is Mine is still watching and live streaming every day, getting educated, entertained, and inspired and elevated on the David Daily Show. Finally, security by design is here. What does that mean? It means that data sovereignty, privacy, and AI safety backed into platforms from day one. I'm so excited that this is a topic today. Dawson, good to see you. Dawson, level 33 in the chat. And what that means is that AI security on this Future Tech Show is really talking about, guys, how do we become safely baked into platforms with technology from day one. AI and Faith is an organization that we care about, and that organization leans in on ethics as infrastructure and security as infrastructure. So that's why we're here on the live show, streaming live every single day. And we'll get to Beyond the Bag after this quick intermission. All right, this is a special anchor segment. That's right, of Beyond the Bag. It is an anchor segment. Happy New Year's, Naya. Good to see you on the show. Good to see you, folks. If you're in here for the first time, please comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Tap in, say hello. On this anchor segment of Beyond the Bag in 2026, we are looking into our bag and pulling out one thing, and this is a Lamborghini LM002 truck. Let me just put that in front of the camera here so you can see it. There it is. This is a truck. It comes with me when I am in my travel mode. And the reason why I care about having a little car with me is it reminds me to always be on the go. Whether you're stable and in a foundation city, building a strong community in your local market, or if you are a digital nomad and in full-time travel with freedom of location, maybe you've unlocked that in your life, it is always fun to be reminded to be on the go. And that's exactly why I like to personally be on the go, because then I get to experience travel, and this car reminds that for me. So in summary, folks, it has been a wonderful show today. What's up, Rhonda Wilson? Good to have you on the show as well. This is a live show. 2026 is not about louder predictions. It's about quieter execution. Remember, capital rewards clarity. Capital rewards clarity. Technology rewards focus. What does that mean? It means that the more focused you are, Anthony, Jessica, Awista, and Class S Jamo, as well as Victory is Mine 2024, the more focus you have, the more rewarded you will be. And in fact, faith rewards obedience and stewardship. So what is the call to action? The call to action is to build systems that last, lead with conviction, and align your purpose with progress. And that, my friends, is the very end of the 2026 episode, where we stream with you first, sharing the good news on funding, faith, and future tech. Thank you. It's a pleasure to see all of you each and every day. I will see you